What about my sweat equity?
Sweat
equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Howdy, Toddy.
My sweat equity.
Sweat equity.
What about my sweat equity?
What was that Cummings guy?
Just a sigh. Heath Cummings.
Heath
Cummings.
Cummings?
It's a sound drop I got from a fantasy baseball podcast. Nicole Morganti, my wife.
Heath
sitting there.
Cummins.
Not your job.
Oops,
to
sorry,
make
I'm pressing the wrong
excuses.
buttons, but it's not your job to make excuses. Yeah. I'm not used to the double keyboards.
Oh, man.
Now we got it wide. There you go.
Ooh, we got a family affair.
Mm.
That sultry voice you're hearing as our guest, Dr. Nikki Morganti. Mm-hmm.
I was told to swallow the mic
Yes.
and speak with it down here.
You look like you're 2 feet tall on camera.
Yeah, you look like...
If you sit up.
2.5 feet tall. How's that?
If you
Not much
twist the mic around, you literally look like you're in a shark cage. Trying to talk. You can move your seat a little bit.
We should just ignore her, actually.
I do this
She
like
didn't even want to be on it.
I drive. I like to drive really close to the steering wheel.
Oh, yeah. Try getting in a car after she's driven it.
Stop.
She needs those little hand controls. Can't reach the seat.
I actually
like-
I like to
Lever.
drive with those
Like
little they're like little
titties?
dinosaur grabbers, and I use those
Like for
to pick up change.
like
but I
a
use
claw? Like
Yeah,
a
claw grabber.
extender
She really adds a lot of extra steps.
to the driving
Unnecessary.
game?
The worst part is that I have a stick shift.
The thing with driving, I sound like Cosby for a second. It was like Jerry
It's two different
Cosby.
impressions.
I know what impression I was doing.
Driving, I kind of hate that guys pay more. I know we are riskier drivers, but
That is bullshit.
we
It's because
pay-
you always drive. That's why you have to pay more.
Oh, maybe.
no,
That's a
we
really
get-
good point.
I think we get in more accidents, but we
Do we, though?
yeah, I think so. I don't want to look it up while we're.
I don't want to
doing
look
this
it up ever.
Ever.
Because, I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure, especially guys that are like 16 to 24, kind of the worst people in society, the ones that get arrested the most.
Yeah.
I would say that it's kind of bullshit though, because all the traffic I see, it's just a lot. I have to see them, right? I drive around them. I have to see their face
Mm.
to get that anger. Like, oh fuck.
But then your traffic.
I'm
I
not
know.
texting.
I
I'm
know.
looking for a
Traffic.
specific song.
I'm actually good at it. I can text and drive fine. I'm awesome at it.
Yeah. Well, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
the
mean,
other people.
All that other shit's for those fucking.
Those other
lemmings.
people,
Yeah.
they need to get their shit together, stop texting and
I'm
driving.
gonna knock on this
Not me,
wood
I'm
just
really
'cause I
good
feel
at
like
it.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, by the way,
If I don't knock on this wood, I'm for sure gonna get in an accident
Well, there is a law now, official, not allowed to text and drive
in Florida.
in Florida.
Yeah.
And I think,
Way to
friend
be
of the
30
program,
way to be 38th state.
yeah, I think Brett Metcalf
Mhm.
might have posted about it. And if it wasn't you, Brett, I'm sorry, but that basically, if you don't hand over your phone, you just choose to not give them your phone, they really can't do anything about it.
Oh, right on. That
It's a
is good
Fourth
piece of
Amendment,
advice.
They need a
thing.
warrant.
I just don't want
Yeah.
them to swipe right on any pictures or anything.
Yeah.
Be like,
Don't go through the
"Ooh,
photos,
Sorry,
officer."
There's so many black dicks on there. I text good.
It's a felony level of black dicks.
I send dick pics, but not my own dick. I send good dicks.
Yeah.
So that's my game. And he'd be like, what is going on?
Straight to jail.
My thing is, I hate the head bob you're at traffic light. You can see through the back mirror or the back window, and you can see their head is down, right?
Uh-huh.
There's no one else in the car. And then they're not going to get on it right when it hits green. And that's when you get dad bod mad. It's
I've
like,
never ever looked through that mirror.
This is my point exactly. Because chicks don't care.
Yeah, they don't.
You're
I don't
taking
even know why that
selfies,
mirror is there.
You're doing
It's an awareness thing.
no, but I mean, you can look ahead at the car in front of you. You see their heads down through their back mirror, and they're not paying attention to the light turning green.
Neither am I.
She's not looking at that either, for sure.
What do you do?
She's not even looking at the rear view.
I'm
She's talking about the
depending
rear
on the
view.
guy
Women,
behind me
how
to
many
honk for both of us.
No, yeah, I
Me
honk.
and the lady
I
in
honk
front of me.
through people.
Yeah.
I'll honk 3 cars back.
I got honked at twice angrily on the way to Ybor, and there weren't even any lights.
I'm pushing for a Tesla self-driving car right now.
Yeah, and everybody's like, we can't. That's gonna be too much. I bet it's weird at first, right? But I'm sure it's fine, and it's much safer.
Yeah.
We're
definitely.
not that good at driving.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the computer doesn't get distracted by phones.
People
It is a phone.
People brag about parallel parking.
I'm a great parallel parker.
But I mean, like,
I also can parallel park. It's one of my few driving talents.
okay, but I'm saying like that's like I can make scrambled eggs. That's like nothing.
I actually can make really good scrambled eggs too.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
You can do a ponytail as well.
I could do a great ponytail.
But I am happy you're taking those improv classes. 'Cause you are yes-anding all of this, so I'm good with it.
I'm that douche too.
I
Also
like it.
that douche.
I could be that guy. We didn't have much prepared beforehand. I did see we're getting a WeWork in Tampa, and that the co-working spaces are kind of interesting because they're like, I sent the article in our Slack. I don't know if you saw it.
I did not see it as you barf your guts out. WeWork, is that like it's a co-share
It's a
workspace?
kosher.
Kosher for the Jew.
Yeah. With the-
Any reason to push it? Any reason?
WeWork is one of those co-share work spots that all the bigger cities have. Tampa is kind of a tertiary city, secondary city to, like Miami got one, but we haven't had one yet. And they do it the best, but they haven't, just like kind of like Uber, they haven't made a profit yet, I don't think.
Yeah, one of those things where it's like, it's
Well,
worth
there's
$1 billion.
there's
We haven't made
so
any
much
money, but it's worth $1
investment.
billion.
Well, real estate's tangible, it feels like, right? Uber's really going, hey, this data is going to be
is.
so worth it.
Oh, yeah. Need our data. You want my numbers.
They ain't wrong. You get those driverless cars, you get the truck drivers out of the game. You need that. You kind of need that data.
We need some numbers.
Yeah.
Is this like a place you can rent to do your job?
What kind of job?
That's what
J-Spa?
I'm confused.
Yeah, you can rent a desk, where like you have access to. I think you can have your own desk, or just like there's a bunch of open ones that you can
Like
first
Panera Bread?
dibs. Yeah, like Panera Bread.
Only you pay and you don't get coffee
Yeah,
or lunch.
I bet the food's better at WeWork. I don't even know if they have anything there, but Panera is overrated. You think it's always good. You're like, oh shit, yeah, Panera Bread, and then
She just thinks bread is good.
I haven't
She just
eaten
misses
Panera
bread.
in like 10 years.
Oh, bread.
I do love bread.
you guys are keto snobs. I forget.
We're
Not
barely
snobs. Just we don't sit down and eat a loaf of bread.
every night.
I mean, it's
It's a
it sounds
weekend thing.
amazing. Bread and butter.
Does it? I thought
Yeah.
you don't have cravings. for
No,
any of
I
that
mean
stuff.
I'm not. There's a difference between like having cravings or like something sounding good and like being hungry.
So walk me through. I know we've gone over a lot. Walk me through breakfast, lunch, dinner. You only
This is
eat-
going to be easy.
You
Can
only
I do
eat like
breakfast
2
and lunch?
meals, right?
You do breakfast and lunch.
I'm thinking about it only in an energy, and you actually. I thought about keto. If we talk a lot about like how much food costs for a family and stuff,
It's way more if you do keto.
really? Okay.
Yes.
I was like, but you eat less. I didn't know how the math would work out.
Well,
so I was trying
there's like a baseline of like keto things that help you bake and cook and do things that you need to get to invest in at the beginning. But
Such
really,
as a
is it
Dutch oven?
Around 1,800.
almond flour, just like stuff that's
$1,800.
like that you replace other things with? But is it? I mean, you really think it's more expensive
Yes.
to eat keto? Why? Just because you're not eating cheap?
Yeah, because you don't
processed-
eat potatoes, you don't eat bread, you don't eat rice. I mean, all those things are cheap.
Yeah, I guess.
So
corn
every
and,
night
like-
we have to. There's like a whole nother piece of it that I have to make so that we don't die.
Yeah, but I thought you eat way less portion. Like you're not nearly as hungry.
That's
we don't eat
different,
breakfast
though.
or lunch.
That's different though. When we eat dinner, it's a big, big dinner.
Smorgasbord?
It's a hoopla.
No, it's just a lot.
Golden Corral.
Like we'll pig out at dinner.
Golden Corral, not chocolate funnel.
Yeah.
I guess it would be.
Pig out. We eat a big. We
vanilla,
just pig out on
vanilla
a big
funnel.
salad.
Yeah, big
out.
salads.
Ugh.
The food itself is better. I mean, when you can use butter for things to flavor it, it's amazing.
Mm.
Broccoli's amazing.
Even
When you
Eric is a good cook.
broccoli, butter, and garlic salt, it's great. It's easy to make. 3 ingredients.
So meat's all good on the table.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not strict. Like, we're not counting our carbs, really, but, like, we both are pretty
shit.
active.
I didn't know you guys were cheating a little
But,
bit.
like-
All right.
Oh, every weekend.
Okay.
Every weekend,
You on
I
church's chicken?
no longer pay attention.
Yeah, the breading on the church's chicken's not okay. I mean, if you want to do
I
it,
eat fried chicken once a week and at least one serving of French fries.
Do you really?
Yes.
she's worse than I am most of the time.
But I
Do
don't ever eat sweets, like hardly ever. You'll get.
Yeah, when I
Feel
go
sweet.
when I go to the dark side, I go hard,
Oh,
very hard.
I've yet to see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it's-
I
it
was
happens
trying to
late
see-
at night.
Come over any night.
Bloodshot
between
eyes.
12 and 1.
Really?
That's not me. That's another
A
person.
bag of Rolos. Like, get away from
On
me.
the couch. Don't talk to me. It's daddy's time.
Well, I was thinking about. I was trying to think about what we were going to talk about for this episode earlier as I ran
During the podcast.
around Ybor, which is kind of the Bourbon Street area, Tampa.
Yeah, when I walked up, Nikki Law was walking down the stairs, no shirt, getting ready to go run stairs at the old movie theater.
Yeah, there's no movie theater there anymore. So
That sounds
That
like
was
the
I
beginning
was like,
of a
that
book.
is so creepy. He's like, there's no movie theater anymore.
yeah,
Doesn't matter
I'm the king of this place.
of these ruins.
We have no hills, and there's like barely any stairs around here.
we
so
only have abandoned.
You were
movie
literally
theaters.
going downstairs when I saw you going to run stairs.
I-
Run up
I'm
and
not-
down these stairs.
I gotta do it outside. Gotta get the really want to puke kind of sweat. I want 2-day kind of nasty if I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, but you only run downstairs and then you use that little handy capable elevator thing to bring you back up. And then
Yeah.
you run down and then you go up.
That's when I hurt my.
That's why it
hammy,
took so
for sure.
long.
Yeah.
Better on your joints that way, too.
What is that called? The cherry picker?
I don't know.
The-
Whatever you're going to say is going to be
That's like
Legit-
not
construction
allowed.
equipment.
Yeah. God damn it. Well,
I don't know.
I was picturing like the thing they had in the 90s that brought you up your own stairs.
You need
I
to
wasn't
think-
picturing.
you
You're
need
talking
to-
about the Sopranos old
Yes,
lady.
that's the one.
Let me
elevator.
paint a mental picture for you. Shirt off, short shorts. It's about 90 degrees outside.
Can I have some of your water?
Right. It's 10 a.m. And think like
Somehow you were already sweaty before you went outside.
okay, I sweat a lot. I sweat like a pig, like a fat pig all the time. I run hot, but I'm saying like I was going. Think Rocky 3, just no gay hug on the beach, just like that. That kind of training. Is that help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Do you get it now?
And then I got
You
asked.
grasp.
I got asked to leave.
Did
the-
you?
By the mall security
By
guy.
the homeless people that live there.
He was like, "You're too ripped. Get out of here."
I called
was
in
like,
a tip.
"Sir,
I called it in.
yeah, I'll beat your Segway in a race, sir."
There's
I
a,
challenged him.
Where is this movie theater?
Centro Ybor movie theater
Oh,
over
that
there. near
closed
the-
down?
That's a good question for podcast.
Oh,
Hey, where's that local thing?
Closed down business.
I'm so sorry to all the Swedish listeners.
We got some in Pakistan. I saw.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, we're charting.
Woo!
We're like number 400 in careers
Yeah.
on the Apple iTunes charts for careers.
I mean, like I said, according to my LinkedIn connections, if we ever go to India,
Ooh,
won't be
boy.
huge. Blow up in India.
That was my best.
That was.
Bollywood.
God.
So I was thinking about.
It's not fair. You have a soundboard. I have to do it myself.
It's not fair.
Behind a
That's the
shark
best part.
cage too. You really like when this camera angle hits you. You might as well just be like,
Yeah, turn around. Watch real quick.
in
Turn
the
around. And
hallway.
look how like you look like you're a piece of the furniture.
I don't want to hide. So
Whatever.
I was thinking about two things. Gamifying a lot of stuff lately for me has helped me do a lot of shit, like consistently. I don't know if y'all ever do that. You got to play the game yourself. Not that game. Not downstairs DJ, misses. But I'm saying like, I was like, all right, I got 20 minutes. I should go try to do this. Let's see if I can go run, 10 flights of stairs, come back, 20 minutes, and then I got a meeting to get dressed for or whatever. I try to do that all the time.
I can't imagine. And then you put on jeans and a long sleeve shirt.
We had a meeting right after that. So I took a paper towel and wiped myself off. Yeah. I know. Do I need a drip pan for that seat?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, y'all ever do that?
Oh, her seat. I thought you meant your seat.
Or both you guys, I don't know.
I already have one.
So do y'all do that with some of the kind of mundane things you do in your work life? any of that where you're like, okay,
I do. Yeah, I try and clean up all the dog shit before I have to go to work.
I should
Yeah.
preface you're a dentist. So I don't know if
I just hope I
At
can
our
get it done
house.
in
if you
time
I
enough
was like,
to wash my hands.
you have a
before
lot
work.
of patients that eat dog shit.
Yeah, but is that a game? Do you gamify it, or do you just
No.
you're just talking about trying to get your chores done before?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking
your
like
chores. She doesn't have chores.
the things you do all the time, and I'm trying to make this more work kind of based, but like something where you're like, all right, I'm going to try to beat my time on this, or I'm going to try to do something different this time. I don't know. Y'all ever do that? No?
I do it with just weightlifting and stuff. Like
Yeah,
I'll keep track of
okay.
like the weight I use, but I'm not. I wouldn't call it gamifying. It's just more like record keeping, just to keep my pushing myself along, sort of thing. But I don't know. What do I do? I do anything that make a game out of something?
No.
No, not really.
This is a good topic. I'm glad I brought it up.
You're
You
the
try
only
and-
immature child who needs to make games
I think,
out of
I
things.
think y'all do it and maybe not recognize it. Like, all right, you're cleaning someone's teeth, and you're like, can I do this without barfing in my mask throughout the whole thing? If I do that, I get a Rolo.
First of all, she doesn't clean the teeth.
Whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. I'm really grasping at straws here, guys.
I don't know. Gamifying it. You know what? So what were you?
Well, in the digital marketing game, you always have KPIs, which is like you go, okay, here's what I'm trying to beat all the time, and that's kind of like your ongoing game within the game kind of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, really, like
Yeah.
you're calling it a game, but I mean, it's just kind of like being diligent about records. You know, like because that's just really, I guess it's a mindset as
Well, like,
usual.
I'll
You go to
do-
mindset.
I'll do the sweet in office workouts in here that y'all love, or I'll do
do like it.
I'll do a circuit workout, and in the rest breaks, can I clean the office and organize the office while I'm resting?
Ooh, I do that. I try and say that my cleaning the house is exercise.
This is different.
That's a different game.
I'm doing exercise and then
That's
cleaning
mind games
when I'm
with me.
supposed to be resting.
I
You're
do this
doing
game.
it.
I
You're
do this
doing the
game
thing
where
where
I
you're
have
like, I went on a walk around the neighborhood. That's a lot of points.
yes,
That counts as my steps.
I'm winning this game.
yes.
Yeah, but look, that's good too. I'm just saying, I didn't know if y'all felt that way. I guess I am in the minority of this one.
I should do a deadlift when I take out a bunch of teeth. I should do a deadlift in between each one.
Yeah, something like that. Just see if you can do it. Squeeze in a workout.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey man, I'll give you a $5 discount if I can just work out in between doing your stuff.
No, you have to pay me more
Okay. Yeah.
because
People
I have
do
to
pay
change
more.
into my workout shorts, and I don't do that
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah, Umbros, they're not cheap.
She already wears Umbros.
So, all right, the other thing I was thinking about, maybe this will be better, is kind of inertia. Jesus Christ.
What, were you going to say something interesting?
About, it was on the same level of like, I'm a big energy inertia guy, right?
Sure.
Like,
Everybody operates that way.
I don't know. I think you and
Not
I
everybody admits it.
really. I don't. This is what I was kind of throwing out there. Like if things are rolling for whatever reason, it makes it a lot easier to just check off things off the task list.
Absolutely agree.
To me, that's part of the gamifying a bit of like what
He just winked at me to bring it full circle.
I winked at both you guys at the same time. I
So
just
you
did a
blinked?
double
So a
wink.
blink.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well,
guys-
I mean,
You guys are on top of it.
well, I mean, inertia. I think
It
the
goes up-
default is people like to that they'll just kind of dovetail on whatever happened last. You know, it's your mood sort of thing.
No,
I think the
if I
people
don't
that
have-
are really strong mentally are the ones that can flip the switch. That
Wait,
don't need inertia. They
so-
don't need that positive thing to happen to go do something positive.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it shouldn't have to be there to do some of these little things that I'll just be like, fuck it. I'm trying to be more consistent overall, which I know is not a goal because it doesn't really have like a deadline. It doesn't have like a quantifiable
right.
thing.
It's you can't define it.
But like being consistent is what you're saying. Like it's the opposite of just living off of inertia and just trying to go with, I'm feeling like it right now.
Right. Yeah, that's tough to get to. You know.
I think that when I have nothing to do, I can't get anything done.
So the
And if
devil,
I am very busy,
the
I
devil
am
makes-
very efficient.
the devil makes work for idle hands kind of thing.
Is that from the Bible?
It's paraphrasing something. Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
I think that's how it is for a lot of people.
Yeah.
By the way, I think
It becomes impossible for me to do things when I don't have like a lot going
Well,
on.
you've got
Yeah,
you've
I'm
got
the
kind
same
of an
way.
extreme situation though. Like for you, mentally going to work is a lot. Like you've got a lot going on. It's like a lot to think about. It's like she'll come home and she'll start saying, "Oh, I feel so bad. I'm not doing something." I'm like, just chill out. It's okay to just chill out. Like I'm not.
Well, yeah, you probably beat
Judging
yourself
you,
up
like-
a lot. You have a job that
Yeah,
you have to be a
exactly.
perfectionist, so that is like that, and you are literally with the patient. So there is a weird kind of heightened sense of your job, of your service you're doing, right?
Oh yeah,
So it is. I can understand how that would be draining, right?
it's a bit draining. It can be. It's better than it used to be.
How did it used to be?
Well, no, like when I first started practice, it was 10 years ago. It was a lot. It would take like every bit of energy just to get through the day, and then I'd come home and I'd crash. Now I can have a 45-minute conversation and then I crash.
It's part of it's good that you get hyped up for that, because I feel like a lot of dentists are like, it's still good that you probably get a little good anxiety. There is good
Oh
anxiety.
yeah, for sure,
Like,
for sure.
it can push you a little bit to be in the game, but like, because I mean, I'm sure after seeing so many people's mouths,
It loses its luster a little bit.
you mean like from the get go? Like, it's just like someone's mouth to me. If you were trying to show me a picture, I was like, no thanks. And you're like, no, let me show you what I did. I was like, nah, I don't care. The perfect mouth was gross to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to see a dude's mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But she's showing you that the luster's not gone. She's excited.
Oh,
She
I
had
love
a
it.
No, that's
big
good.
case.
That's good. That is a little bit of what I was talking about before, of like, I want the gold star. I want to get to the next level, kind of thing.
Yeah.
A little bit of that gamifying.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, it's interesting. She's got one of the few jobs that like can in a day change somebody's attractiveness like 2 notches, 3 notches.
Sure. Yeah.
Go from no teeth to having teeth.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do
Like-
a little of that.
Very few jobs like daily, like you can change somebody's life. That's
Thanks, babe.
It's really, I mean, it's true. Like you got, there's been people that come out there. It's like that person's. I mean,
That should be all slogan, like turning uggos into fives. You know,
Yeah.
like,
I can't get you
Uh,
a 10, but we can
yeah.
get you like a
Yeah.
6.5.
We'll pump
There's
you
a
up a
ceiling.
couple points. Yeah, that should be the campaign.
but I mean, it's weird, right? Like people like smiling in general. If you have bad teeth, like think about
It
that.
affects everything.
You're walking
about you.
around hiding your teeth all day,
Right.
because you don't want to smile because then you got bad teeth,
Well,
and then you can smile again.
Oh, I used to have braces forever, and I never wanted to smile because
Right.
Like,
Like you want to talk about, just manifesting whatever sort of mood you want. Like that ain't gonna help.
well, mixed with resting bitch face, that is the default,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. It's
So-
interesting.
Why aren't we sponsored by Quip? A, and then B, why isn't the practice sponsored by Quip? They're the fucking coolest toothbrushes out there. Not an official sponsor of Sweat Equity.
Yet.
Do you want to actually hear what you had to say? Or
I do.
but-
We forget to.
But actually,
pump
though,
up-
are we actually talking to Quip?
Nobody really wants to
we
hear
are
about.
actually we can through our ad agency that just got bought out. We can put an offer in, or request in, to have them as a sponsor.
Oh, okay. Isn't Quip great, Nikki?
They are. It's a toothbrush.
Isn't it the best?
It's a toothbrush.
It looks like a toothbrush.
It's a toothbrush. It's a toothbrush. Well, that's a ringing endorsement. 5 out of 5 didn't say it's a toothbrush.
It is that.
I think it's all about style with it, though. I do like that it basically is made. They're trying to call it like Apple design of a toothbrush.
Yeah, you just want everything to look like an iPad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm, It's a toothbrush.
And that's really
And it
good.
tells you how long to be on what quadrant in your mouth. Or
They
something.
all do
They
that,
all do
though.
that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So their ads are good. Look,
Yeah.
first mover, they market on podcasts. I'm always paying attention to the advertisers on podcasts, although it's starting to become a little bit more broad with what's out there. But the comedy shows usually, because they can only get a certain kind of sponsor sometimes, I like to see who's kind of the first mover in some areas. So Quip, like for Hims, probably not that different than anything else, but they got,
What's weird about
they got
that?
good packaging.
Yeah, but isn't it Hims? Isn't the company just called Hims?
Well, they
and the
lost
website is for Hims.
I think they lost the full. I don't know.
But like that's what isn't that this is a complete side note, but that I always was like, look for 4Hims or whatever, and that's not the actual name of the company. It's Hims is what it's called.
What is it?
It's like male enhancement. You know, that like gray area of like, oh, you'll get boners and your hair will grow back and
they
all
basically
that.
they found the pharmaceutical drugs that their patent goes up. And so all they did was go, okay, here's the generics. We're on top of it. We're just going to package it differently. We're going to market it to hipstery kind of people that are,
they're looking for something new.
Or I find that podcast advertising is extremely effective. It's like the only advertising I get anymore.
Speaking of which, we should probably do our sponsors, so because we haven't done them in a while.
Yeah.
If you want to get a phone line for your business, you have a dental practice. You want to just go all kind of cell phone app based, or you just want a different phone number for your business to not ruin your ketogenic dinners together with your family.
Second phone line.
Or a second family.
Or you have a second family.
You have a second family.
That's like a business too. That's
a
a whole
lot of
other
work.
thing.
We don't have a sponsor for that though.
The second family?
Yeah.
Or no Ashley
You need a
Madison or
separate
anything?
phone. Burners are like not a thing anymore.
But
Nobody uses a burner for their second family.
You need a burner phone? Try grasshopper.com/sweat. We get $50 off if you go to that URL. Try grasshopper.com/sweat. That'll give you the hookup. Holler if you hear me. What are other ones? If you're into accounting,
I am.
Are
which
you?
I am. I
Do you
love
like
it. Oh
bookkeeping?
God, just looking at numbers and just pluses and minuses.
Do you like invoices that get paid and get direct deposited within 48 hours?
Yeah, big time.
Well, FreshBooks is your jam. That's your jelly. Go freshbooks.com/sweat. Yeah, /sweat, like key sweat.
Yep.
Go freshbooks.com/sweat. Get that hookup. It helps the podcast.
Gets better.
God,
doesn't
that
it?
guy sounds like he's taking like a sweet dog.
That's why I wanted it.
Yeah.
I never get sick of it.
It's like
Took
It does
3
so
tries
much.
before I realized that wasn't you.
last
It looks like I did it.
last sponsor that we have is you like glasses, you want to look cool, you like my glasses, they're Warby Parker. You can get 5 to take home for a trial. Hook us up. You're gonna get glasses anyway. Don't get ripped off by lens crafters. All those are owned by one company. All the big sunglass and eyeglass stores are basically owned by one big monolithic Italian company.
Yeah, zeitgeist.
Called Luxottica. They got a monopoly. I don't know how it works. They own the insurance. They own it all. They got their hands in everything. Warby Parker's a disruptor.
Mm-hmm.
That means you get shit cheaper. You get it for what it should cost.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Why are you paying $300 for glasses? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and you
Or
get all
more.
those to try on.
I sent my prescription in. I go, here's the ones that make my fat head look okay. And then I got them back, and boom. Done.
Yeah, you gotta go to the horse section. There's a horse like for narrow heads. There's
Yep.
a section where the pupillary distance is very narrow.
Yep.
And long legs on them.
And,
They call legs or arms on the glasses.
stems?
Stems.
I don't know.
Stems are real long. It's different for the horse section.
WarbyParkerTrial.com/sweat. That'll hook up the show. That's a way to help the show if you're already getting these products already. And then
That's all of them.
that's all we got.
I think so.
We need to get our
And
Amazon
soon
on.
Quip.
Yeah,
Quip.
maybe not.
I don't know. If not, I don't like Quip.
Can't
I'm gonna stop brushing my teeth.
How does it go with pushing products as a dentist or a dental practice? Do you really need to vet stuff before you
Yes.
push it? I feel like a lot of them. I used to get pushed stuff that
It's a red flag.
where you're like, well, I get it, but like, because I'm kind of just a little contrarian if someone's pushing something toward me, like that I don't know about.
I sell everything at cost that I sell, so it's
Smart.
not very effective for me. But the things that I carry in my practice I only have a few products.
But what would another dentist maybe push? That
Right.
You're kind of just like, eh.
Let's talk a little smack about the industry. Come on.
Like tooth whitening.
So yeah, I mean,
I mean,
I do
that's-
all those things,
right,
But
that's
like, I'm never
something-
like, hey, your girl's looking like cream corn. Let's, I if somebody asks me
You
about
don't
it, we
neg
have
them?
it. No, I try not to. I
Hey,
really,
girl, you're looking plump.
What up, butter
and your
teeth?
teeth look gross.
There's a lot of really crappy dental offices that like push a lot of stuff, and so in an effort to like be as different as them as possible, I find that I don't like push anything. If someone has
That's
a
good.
problem, then like I have a solution that involves a product, like I keep it there.
You
And-
almost did
and-
Vanilla Ice, I think.
Yo, I'll
Did you do
solve
that?
it.
Did you mean to do that?
I did not.
So you know, like,
Check out my hook.
yeah.
Oh,
Can
DJ
you do
Revolta.
anything? Is there any upsell? Like, if you
Oh,
go to
yeah.
a hairstylist, part of the game that you should do is have that take home, that retail set up while they're in the chair, so they can see it all the whole time they're
Yeah.
sitting there.
I just think
and
it's
you
so
can make,
gross.
like,
I feel like people see through it, so I don't.
So I know the hairstylist stuff just because I was in that industry. You're gonna buy some of that stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So it really hooks up the stylist more than if you just went to wherever you're gonna buy it.
Yeah,
And some stuff's exclusive that you can't get anywhere because they have that weird distribution
Yeah.
for all that beauty stuff. But
Newsflash, asshole!
it's our 2-minute warning.
It's a new one.
For dental, I feel like there's a lot of shit out there. If you
Yeah.
go into like CVS, you're like, Jesus Christ, there's how many toothbrushes?
Yeah.
I feel like if you align, are y'all seeking out stuff to align with certain brands and go, this is what I like? You push by not pushing, or you don't push at all. You're like, what I like.
I carry like 4 things. Like I carry like an electric toothbrush
a gun
that I sell at cost.
and my holster.
I keep it right there, ready to go. I sell a prescription strength toothpaste because it's annoying to have to go to the pharmacy to get it, and people do need it. And I have a mouthwash that's also prescription only.
Okay.
And then that's it. I only carry those 3 products. Everything else I just give away.
So maybe that's
I wrap it into my cost.
more of the talk, is that upsell doesn't always mean it's a bad thing, right?
And I just hate being upsold. So
No, you don't have to. I'm saying not upsell, but call it bundle, call it
Options, giving them options.
complimentary.
Sure.
Some people don't know these things exist.
Sure.
So
I didn't know prescription toothpaste existed until just now.
Yeah.
I didn't know either. So it's like one of those things where you don't have to make a crazy profit on it, but it is one of those things where you're adding value
Sure.
to the client experience, to the patient experience.
Sure.
I
So
mean,
that-
that's what she's trying to build relationships here. She's in a unique position that she doesn't
She's
have
joining
to
my
crank
networking
out.
group. Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to do
The
that.
cult. All hail Dr. Ivan Meisner.
Who's that?
That's the cult leader.
Oh,
I'll probably get kicked out for this last part, but I don't care.
yeah.
All right. That is the end of this episode.
What about my sweat
On that
equity?
note,
Don't get
Sweat
upsold.
equity.
Add
Sweat equity.
value.
My sweat equity. My sweat equity.
sweatequitypod.com,
Oh.
drmorgani.com. Forget about that one.
Sweat equity.
What about my sweat equity?
Ah.
Your favorite sponsor.